Hey, Chuck Karstensen, 6 days since my last lesson in the Course of Miracles. Quick eye update. So I had my follow-up appointment. If you recall, I started these videos doing eye updates. I had a follow-up appointment Tuesday. Everything looked good. Since then, my eyes really been bothering me. It's been weird. It's like, gosh, it felt like my retina detached again, but sounds like it's good. And I'm probably overthinking it, which is in line with what I wanted to talk about and kind of in line with what I talked about last time. If you remember last Monday, I talked about being attacked, and sometimes our thoughts do attack us, and then obviously sometimes other people attack us. So you can listen to that podcast. It's on the Real Life Impact podcast show down on my Facebook feed, on YouTube. Remember, these are recorded. They are live now and then recorded. So that part with my eye, it's just like the constant attack. Like, I don't think there's a problem, but my mind is tricking me into the illusion that there is some kind of issue. And it's been on my mind the last few days, although they checked it out and said it's good. So that's part of the recovery. When you have a detached retina and not seeing great out of the eye, but when I get close to the screen like this, I can see pretty well, which you should obviously, right? But actually early on in the process, I didn't see well when I was close. And my farsightedness is still pretty good. So that is going back on what I said, but doing an eye update. And today's lesson in the Course of Miracles was a slight progression for talking about the attacks that we get in that, in a way I'm going through, is error in correction versus sin in condemnation or punishment. So I grew up Catholic, and they talked about sin, and then you're punished, or God condemns it, and that was sort of the message, at least something that a younger guy at that time like me got out of the message, which kind of drives you from like, I don't know about this God thing, right? It makes you like, it seems like if I screw up, which I do, or we do, like then I'm in trouble. So maybe I don't even think about it. Now, with A Course in Miracles, the lesson is it's an error that needs a correction. So we all have errors in our life that we would probably like to correct so our life would go better, unless you like to struggle. And I know a lot of people are struggling, and I know they don't like to struggle, but you have to correct the error in order not to struggle. And many, many people like go right into error, sin, error, and they just don't know how to correct it. They're not aware of their error that needs correction. So here's the challenge. We are not to correct the error with an attack, meaning if we see somebody making an error, if we correct it with an attack, we just totally made it worse, which keeps that cycle going for somebody. And like I said last time, when there is an attack, we need to correct it with a miracle, with an expression of love, asking the Holy Spirit for guidance, so that then we can take somebody from error, struggle, anxiety, to an uplifted state, correction, to help them also get through what they're going through with that expression of love, with that healing, with that miracle. So look at things that are not going well as an error that needs correction. If you see somebody making an error, it needs correction. It's not going to work with an attack. It is just not going to work. Perhaps it's not worked for you or that other person because of the attack. And I get it. I'm not perfect at this either. I'm learning, and we're getting better at it. And that's why I'm sharing it. And so when you see a brother or sister making an error, perform the miracle, the expression of love, the healing, the grace, the blessing. Do not attack it. And if you're somebody stuck in an error, you need guidance. You need awareness. You just need correction. There's not punishment. There's not condemnation waiting for you. Like you're never going to get out of that. That's the enemy who does that. The Spirit points to correction, looks past the error, gives you grace. So hopefully that helps you today, gives you a little bit of healing, a little bit of refreshing going into the week, even that there's that extra day off. So thanks for Labor Day, one extra day off for people. Although I had a few calls today, most people feel bad when they call me on Sunday of Labor Day. So looking forward to get one more, a little bit extra day of rest, hopefully get the eye feeling good or get my error and thinking that it is not doing that well correct it on my end. So thanks. Thanks, Pete, for the note. And everybody have a good rest of your holiday weekend. One more day of it. Hope to see you around and talk to you again